Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Those Were the Days. Yes, we are doing another episode of All in the Family. I call it Those Were the Days because that's what I call this show. Those Were the Days. I also do Avatar The Last Airbender. We are on the last couple of episodes of that one. So if you like that animation, go and check out the show. It's the same format as this. And after I'm done with that, I will be taking a break from posting on Fridays and only posting on Wednesdays because it just gets to be a little bit too much. I'm doing this by myself. I don't have an editor. I don't have staff. So yeah, once we're done with that, I will be taking a big old break from posting on Fridays. I will just be doing All in the Family because we are on season number 4 of, I think, 9? I think there was 9. Maybe there's more. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But this episode should be pretty interesting, as all the episodes have been. I have not seen this episode in a long time. I did watch all of the episodes at one point in time, but I don't remember all of them, and there's nothing that tells me that I remember this one. So, with that being said, let's find out what's happening in the bunker house. Here we go.
Those were the days.
I haven't seen this for years.
Okay.
Sweet mystery of life.
So, sheet music.
Saw Jeanette MacDonald and Nelson Eddy and...
Okay.
That on a late show. It was very interesting the way they sang into each other's noses.
Okay.
That's when you knew they were in love.
Right.
Was talking, you didn't know what was going on.
True. Okay.
Warm myself up, though. I'm a little rusty.
Right. She was classically trained, so...
Oh, there it goes again.
Uh-oh.
How'd you learn to play, by ear?
Right.
I took lessons for 6 years.
Wow. Okay.
Once a week, $1 an hour.
That's actually pretty cheap.
Fun.
Really? I thought most kids hate taking piano lessons.
Right.
Not me, I loved him.
Okay.
She used to worry about me getting tired from too much playing.
Right.
Give me cookies and milk and tell me stories.
Okay.
Before I knew it, the hour was over.
So she filled the time with not practicing. Okay. That's a falsetto if I've ever heard one.
Wait a minute!
He kind of looks like Woody from Toy Story. Okay. Gloria's jumping in on this one. Right.
Nelson never kissed Jeanette till the end of the song.
Oh, okay.
Sorry!
Well, there's that.
So nice to come home and hear singing for a change.
Right.
Let's do it again. I'm all practiced up.
Oh, good.
That was just practice, huh?
Party's over. It's the Wicked Witch of the West.
That's fair. That's fair.
Of course, I'm in too good a mood.
Okay.
You play another song.
Play another song?
Right. That's kind of odd.
Just play something happy.
Something happy?
Get away from me!
That's not like Archie.
That ain't a happy song.
Kind of.
That's the first song we ever danced to.
Okay.
Eat it. I hate it. Don't play it no more. It's fast. Play something fast. Like,
Okay.
we're in the money. We're in the money.
Right.
Here, I got something for you. Right in the bag here.
Okay.
Yeah, something for you, little girl there. Uh-huh.
Okay.
What is all standing there for? Can't you say something?
Looks like a banana.
Didn't you get anything for me?
No.
Oh, yeah. Yours is on order, meathead. We got you an electric power fork.
Wow. Okay.
Well, what is it?
It's perfume.
Oh, okay.
The best kind. Look at the size of it.
Right.
You know, they got the highest prices on them little nothing bottles.
Right.
And they got the low prices on these here.
Okay.
Should have picked her up a 6-pack.
Bubble Bear!
Okay.
It's really sweet of you, but what's the occasion?
Right.
Can a guy every now and then bring home a present for his family?
Sure he can, Arch, but you never do.
Fair. Yes, that's true.
It's not every day you come home singing and handing out presents.
This is also true.
He wanted to, but he forgot, and today he remembered.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sitting here and I almost forgot to mention I wanted a beer.
Right.
And now you're remembering?
Sure.
You see what I mean?
Right.
He forgot that he wanted a
Shut up
beer.
and get me the beer.
They're just staring at him. Yep.
What?
That's what we want to know. What?
Right.
It so happened that Lady Luck shined on me today.
Okay.
Why are you standing there, Edith? You lost the beer.
Right.
You swore you would never do it again.
Okay.
Do what again?
Gamble on the horse.
Who said anything about gambling on a horse?
Yeah, no one said that.
When you said Lady Luck shined on you today.
Right.
I had heard you say that for 20 years.
Okay.
Just pay attention to me. Barney Hefner come up to me, see?
Okay.
And he says to me, listen, I got a hot tip on a sure thing and a thing.
Oh,
Right.
It turned out good.
Okay. But what if it turned out bad?
$80, Edith, less $3 that I laid out for the present.
Right.
you started gambling again.
True.
This is a one-time and a one-time thing only.
Right. Probably not, though.
I told him no. N-O-W, no.
Right.
Want me to swear to you? Okay, I'll swear. Pinky swear.
Right.
Geez, look at that all over the floor. It reminds me of when we had Arthur the Cat.
Okay.
Gee, Ma, weren't you awfully hard on Daddy? After all, it's only $2 bet.
A little bit.
Money, Gloria, it's the sickness.
Okay.
I don't want to live through that again.
What sickness?
Right.
Gambling sickness. You wouldn't remember, Gloria.
Fair.
But then he started gambling on the horses. And he
Oh, okay.
Sometimes he loses his whole paycheck.
Wow.
Gee, that doesn't sound like Daddy.
Yeah.
It wasn't him, it was the sickness.
Okay.
How did you get him to stop?
I told him I was leaving.
Right.
Happy days, everybody.
Ah, look who's here, Nick the Greek.
And look who's over there, Stupid the Pole.
Wow. Okay.
Daddy, don't start name calling.
Don't talk.
He started it.
Husband over here. You hear the wisecrack he laid on me?
Yeah.
Come on, Arch, it was just a joke. Ma was telling us about your gambling days, that's all.
Right.
Oh, what's wrong? We're all family here.
Don't remind me.
Okay.
You was telling him about my gambling day. I told you never to talk about that time.
Right.
I won't anymore, Roger, because I finished telling him.
Okay.
I was only out of the room 1 minute. You finished telling him that whole long story?
Yep.
Whenever you tell me even a little story, it takes you forever.
Okay.
That's because you interrupt me.
Right.
Get to the point, and that mixes me up, and I lose my place.
Right.
If I didn't interrupt you, you wouldn't know when you was finished.
Fair.
Edith, I'm going upstairs to the reading room.
Okay. Also known as the loo, or the toilet, or the bathroom.
Were you really gonna leave Daddy?
Yes, I really was.
Okay.
What would you have done then? Get a divorce?
Right.
I married your father for better or for worse.
Right.
I'm just lucky the worse got a little better.
True.
Oh, yeah, hello, Barney.
Oh, Barney.
No, he's busy right now.
Right.
Yeah, I'll give him a message.
Okay.
You put his bed down for him. Another bet?
Eh.
$10 on glowworm in the 5th.
Right.
Goodbye.
Right. He's in trouble.
You can never buy beer. You can only rent it.
Right.
Did I hear the phone go off?
Yeah,
Right.
Oh, who was it for?
it was for you.
Yep.
It was glowworm in the 5th.
Oh. Wow. Okay. That made her mad. Okay, so they do sign language.
Boy, am I starved.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay.
How long's she been like
Ever
this?
since I got home from school.
Right.
It's 6:30. Where's Daddy?
I know, it's
True.
past feeding time and Papa Bear's not sitting at the table.
Right.
Well, maybe he got caught in the rush hour, same as I did.
That's fair.
Slept on the couch last night?
Was that his idea or hers?
Probably hers.
What's the difference?
I'd just like to know, did he abdicate or was he dethroned?
I never thought I'd see the day when Mom would hit Daddy.
Right.
Yeah, neither did I.
Wow, okay.
It's the first time I ever saw your father with his mouth open and nothing coming out.
Right.
It's not funny.
I know.
It's hilarious.
When a guy slips on a banana peel, right, you laugh. And then you find out he broke his leg and you say, I'm sorry.
Right.
Well, right now, I'm not up to the I'm sorry part yet.
Okay, that's fair.
Ma, is there anything we can do to help?
Nope.
Oh, no, I don't think so, Gloria.
See?
don't know how bad the sickness can get.
Right.
We had a used car
Okay.
and driving off in it
Right.
and stealing our car.
Okay.
Did to him last night.
Wow.
But I didn't hit Archie then.
Right.
And I shouldn't have hit him this time.
I probably should have, though.
You had the chicken pox, Gloria? I didn't hit you.
Okay.
What's that got to do with anything?
Right.
And gambling is a sickness, too.
Okay.
If he comes home tonight,
Right.
where the women didn't hit their husbands.
Right.
At least not when they was looking at him.
By now, he probably realizes it's his fault.
Right.
He's going to walk in here. He's not going to say anything about it.
Okay.
And I don't believe a word I just said.
Right.
Ma, you lost your temper. It could happen to anyone.
Right.
I never hit anybody in my whole life.
Fair.
Not even Elsie Laura.
Oh boy, here we go. Story time.
She sat behind me in 4th grade.
Okay.
Oh, she was so mean to me.
What'd she do?
Right.
Stuck her foot out and tripped me, and I fell on my face.
Okay.
Oh, I would have hit her.
Everybody wanted me to.
Right.
Jerry Lawler offered to hold her so I could hit her. Her own brother.
Wow. Okay.
I said, all right for you, Elsie Lawler.
Right.
She knew I was mad at her.
Okay.
Never hit Elsie Lawler, but I hit your father.
Right.
Give us another beer there, will you, Kelsey?
You gonna drink your dinner tonight, Arch?
Right.
Are you in the business of asking stupid questions or selling beer?
Both.
Can't you find nobody else to talk to?
Arch, there ain't nobody else in here.
Right.
Solves your problem then, shut up.
Hi, Arch.
Don't be giving that high art stuff. You.
Wow.
I'm sorry that your horse lost, but I wasn't riding him, you know.
Right.
Why did you have to call me up at my house?
True.
Because I figured that's where your phone was.
Right. That's fair.
Oh, keeping secrets from the little wifey, huh?
Right.
That ain't nice, Arch. What did Edith say when she found out?
She didn't say anything.
Well, there wasn't what she said. But the way she said it.
Right.
I get it. You're in the doghouse and you're afraid to go home, huh?
Yep.
You want to get Edith back in line, you got to do what I did.
Okay.
When Mabel gave me a bad time, I didn't stay out. I went home.
Okay.
But I ignored her. Made believe she wasn't even there.
Right.
I wouldn't wait with Edith. I do that even when I ain't mad at her.
I gave her the cold shoulder. I didn't even go near her.
Right.
Not downstairs nor upstairs, if you get my drift.
Okay.
Oh, you done that, huh?
For 2 whole weeks.
Right.
No, that'd be punishing Edith too hard.
Right.
I says your trouble right there. You're too soft-hearted.
Okay.
Wants to be straightened out.
I know all that.
Right.
I'll show you what I'm gonna do about it. I'll see the two of yous later.
Okay.
What's with you, Barney? Did you see the look on his face?
Right.
It's gonna be murder at his house.
Yep.
You got him all steamed up.
What are friends for?
Wow.
I just saw your father turning the corner. He'll be here any minute.
Right.
Ma, did you hear that?
Yeah, I ain't looking forward to this.
Okay.
Gloria, let me handle this my way.
Right.
This is private between Archie and me.
Right. True. Oh boy, here we go.
I'm glad you're alone, Edith, because there's some things I
You
want
get
to
away
see.
from me.
Oh boy. I threw him off.
I said you get away from me unless you got something to say to me.
Right.
I got something to say to you.
Okay.
You hit me, and you hurt me, and I demand an apology.
Okay.
It's you that's got to apologize to me.
Fair.
That's like asking Pearl Harbor to apologize to the Japs.
Okay.
I've been worrying about you all day.
Right.
Because you hit me and you hurt me. Did I ever hit you for any reason?
Okay.
I never gave you any reason.
True.
That don't make no difference.
Kinda does.
A lot of wives get belted by their husbands.
Right.
Whether they deserve it or not.
Okay.
Ever forgive you for making me hit you?
Right.
What does that mean?
It means you lied to me.
Right.
You know, I still ain't got no feeling over here.
Okay.
I was standing right here looking at you, smiling at you,
Right.
and you slugged the smile right off of me.
Right.
Now I demand an apology.
Nah.
Archie, can I read you something?
Don't
Okay.
need it. I want that apology.
This is an apology.
Right. Okay.
Well, I didn't ask you to write it out.
True.
But as long as you've done that, that's okay too.
Right.
I'm sorry for what I've done.
Right.
I don't know how I could have done such a terrible thing.
Right. I think that's what he wrote back in the day.
An apology and all right, then I accept it.
Okay.
I didn't write this, Archie. You did.
Right.
When I was gonna leave you.
Yep.
It's your own handwriting.
Right.
Now you set me up and
Yep.
you ain't gonna get away with it. That letter's too old.
Okay.
All you gotta do is change the date on.
Right.
Swear to God I'll never gamble.
Okay.
Tell you how sorry I am that I hit you.
Will she write a note saying that she'll never hit him again, though?
Get me a pencil. She whips it out like Matt Dillon. Did you have the exterminator in here today?
Huh?
Are you spraying for roaches or something?
What?
I think that's coming off in you.
It's that cheapo perfume you got.
Or you let me use some of that perfume you gave it.
Yeah, okay, figured.
Don't you like it?
But I don't think it's for indoors.
Right.
I think that perfume is for going out.
Right.
Why don't you take a bath?
Yeah. And that is it. Let's talk about it. Alright, guys, that was All in the Family, or as I like to call it, Those Were the Days. So, yes, this episode was actually kind of different from our day-to-day life of, the bunker house. Archie was found to be gambling for some reason. Of course, he probably wanted to have some extra money. Now, for some of us, gambling is a problem. For others, not so much. For Archie, apparently it had become a bigger issue. In this episode, he gambled all of twice, which typically isn't a huge deal unless you're a habitual addict of gambling. So this whole episode was basically a gambling awareness episode, or a PSA, if you will, public service announcement for those of you who don't have those in your country. PSAs are public service announcements. Basically, we had a few, the fried egg, don't take drugs thing. We had the bear that told you not to set forest fires and things like that. We had Scruff McGruff, who would take you a bite out of crime. We had a bunch of those PSA back in the 90s when I was a kid. We had a bunch of those. So this was kind of a PSA, but it wasn't one of those like sad PSAs that you got in the 90s where it was like, Timmy's taking drugs. Let's have a sad moment and talk to him about why he shouldn't do drugs. Well, no, this one was Archie. Archie's kind of old. He's an adult. So there's really no, drama to it besides the stories that Edith told about what happened the last time that Archie went on a gambling bender. So, yeah, it's a good episode. It is more grounded episode than what we usually get. Most of the time we get arguments or political debates and things like that. This one did mention a few people of the time, which is always interesting to look up and see who those people are. Also, this one was, again, more of a PSA, which is fine because there's, you need to know that sometimes you might have an addiction to gambling, and sometimes you have to see what happens to the family when that hits the wall. This one, they didn't go into ruin, nothing really bad happened, but that's not always the case, and pushing more into the 90s, these kind of PSA episodes become very dramatic when it comes to the sitcom episodes. I remember there was a few of these kind of episodes on Family Matters, on Seventh Heaven, Step by Step, I think, had some kind of either gambling or drug use episodes, which are fine, but they really have nothing to do with the main story overall or what's actually happening with the family. It's kind of a one-off, if you will. But all in all, it's still a really interesting and good episode. We did have a few jokes. There was a couple of laughs in there. And the subject matter is a little more serious, but there was a point to it. So that I find pretty interesting. So all in all, this is a really good episode. It's a bit different, which I appreciate, this being different than just what they usually do. So having a little bit of a ringer thrown in there isn't always a bad thing. It being more of a PSA is not necessarily a bad thing. I even remember Saved by the Bell did a couple of those, you know, the don't take drugs, and stuff like that. You know, just it's pretty interesting how other TV shows adapted it over the years, but All in the Family and these other shows in the 60s and 70s really started that trend. And then in the 90s, I think they really hit it home. But then after that, I think they really stopped it, because I haven't seen any PSA type episodes in a long time on regular TV. But I think it's just kind of worn out its go. And it's good to get something else thrown in there that's not just political or civil rights type stuff. So all in all, a great episode. I enjoyed watching it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it too. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If not, go ahead and give this video a thumbs down. That's okay. Nobody sees it anyways. If you guys want to watch the entire series, it is, as of right now, on an app called Freevee, which is owned by Amazon. You can also watch it on Amazon itself. Speaking of Amazon, if you want to have the entire box set, I do have an Amazon associate link down below in the description. That helps out the channel. If you buy the whole box set off of that, a little portion of that goes to me. And then it supports the channel as well, and I really appreciate all of the support I can get. But if you can't buy anything or do anything monetarily, I also have a little thing down there where you can donate money to me to help run the channel a little bit and support me in that way. But if you can't do that, you don't want to buy something, you can't donate money, that's fine. What you really could do that really helps out is, again, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, because we need a lot of subscribers. We're so close to getting that 500. There's a few little perks. It's not monetization, but it's partial monetization. Once you reach 500, you get things like super thanks, super chat, and a few other like stickers and things that you guys can buy to support the channel that's directly on YouTube. And it helps us get closer to the 1,000 subscribers that we need. You can also go back at the end of the video. There'll be a little tab that has the entire playlist of the series, and you can go back and watch those, and just go back and watch any of the other series that I have put on here over the last few years that I've been on YouTube. And so with that being said, I do want to thank you guys for getting this far in the video. Of course, I want to thank all of my subscribers, and we will see you next time. Peace.